Hi, ladies. Jackie Sabrin here, and I want to talk to you about 3 secrets to emotionally connect with the man. So I'm excited about connecting with you today, and I just want to welcome a few of the ladies that are just joining the call. Hi, ladies. So let's just jump right in with talking about these secrets that you need to know so that you can emotionally connect with a man. Because when you make an emotional connection with a man, that's how you get a commitment. It's not until you emotionally connect that you can get a commitment from a man, because men don't bond. Men don't make commitments over sexual connections. So you want to really push for and look for and explore creating that emotional connection with the man. That's really exciting to do. And so the best way to connect with a man on an emotional level is to, the first one I'm going to give you, tip I'm going to give you, is to keep it sexy. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you. So keeping it sexy means keeping it light, keeping it playful, and keeping it fun. In the very beginning, it's really important to remember not to go to the end of the story, not to attach to an outcome. As soon as we start to attach to an outcome of how we want it to turn out, then we lose our place in the present. The present is where all our power is. You guys have heard me say that over and over again. So you can't be playful and fun and happy when you're thinking about the past or worrying about the future, right? So you have to make the moment sexy and fun for him. Men love, we all know men love sex. Women do too, but men want it sexy. They want to feel alive, especially middle-aged men. They want to feel like they still they still have it going on. A lot of the reason why men go through a midlife crisis is because they feel like they're not desirable to women anymore. They don't feel like they got it, or that women don't look at them in the same way. And so that's really explains a lot of why, I'm encouraging not necessarily to sexually objectify yourself. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that as we age, we tend to, maybe we stop turning it up too, because maybe our estrogen levels are dipping and we just don't feel like it. But if we want a man, you have to learn to emotionally connect with him, and we all want to feel alive, and men especially want to. So looking at your wardrobe, here's some ways you can do that. Cleaning out your closet. Spring's coming. Get rid of the old lady clothes. First of all, we can dress differently now as we age. You don't have to start dressing a certain way like your grandmother did. You can fortunately dress like me. I'm going to be 54 next week. So I'm going to have a whole training about aging. I'm really excited about, dating in your 50s and beyond, and if you should lie about your age and all of that. I'm really excited to cover that topic because I'm getting ready to turn 54. And so I'm going to save that for then. But it's not feeling like you have to stop dressing the way that you did when you were 40 and even 30. Our hemlines come down, sure, and maybe we're wearing a longer sleeve shirt if you're more comfortable with that. But I definitely think you need a gray bra. You need to get those girls up and together and get them on the same page because they're beautiful and you're beautiful, but use your assets. So make sure that you're dressing according to your look, but that it's hip and it's fun and it's sensual and it really will turn a man on. So when I had my online dating profile, I had a blousey pink blouse, papa color. Men love that. I had a pair of jeans on in one of the pictures, and I had a long fitted dress on. And so I dressed more, more hip, more like I did when I was in 40s. I haven't changed that. In fact, recently I went through my closet and I noticed I started getting a little frumpy. I was like, what's happening to me? And that's kind of why I did the highlights on my hair. I was getting dark. I was like, oh, I'm going to go into this dark look, but it made me look older. My daughter told me that. She said I look like Elvira. Now, I love Elvira, but I don't necessarily want to look like her. I want to look like me, only, brighter. So I did the highlights, and it kind of brightened up my look. So I'm not saying you have to even go get highlights, but maybe consider it. Maybe spring's coming. Maybe you want to brighten up your look with just a new look. Get some new makeup. Our skin tones change, the time of year change. What you wore in the winter in terms of makeup and hair needs to change for the summer. So keeping it sexy is very helpful. I'm just moving my notes over so I can see. Hi, Kim. Hi. Nice to see you. And let me look at the comments because I want to make sure that I'm answering any questions if you have any. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice compliment. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, okay. So keeping it sexy, keeping it light, keeping it fun and playful for them. I mean, as we get older, we want to have fun. We want to have a fun relationship. We want to smile and laugh more. And certainly men are looking for that, especially if they've been married before. They want, so you all have heard me say that, but just a little reminder, sometimes you need to be reminded of the same things, the simplest steps over and over again until we got it. So that's a secret number one to creating an emotional connection, is being fun, playful, and throwing in a little sexiness. I mean, this shirt isn't revealing anything, but it's kind of sexy. I mean, in its own way. So, you know, you can look at your wardrobe, clean out your closet, and get up to speed with getting rid of everything that is frumpy, and only keep the things that you feel really good in, and just rewear those. You know, if it's not in your spending plan to get some new clothes, just go through your closet and streamline it so that when you go to reach for something, only the best stuff is there. And so the next thing is physical touch. Physical touch is very important to men. They want to put their hands on you. And so in the beginning of dating, that's not necessarily appropriate. However, when you are dating, you can reach up and touch your man's forearm. You can put your hand on his shoulder. You can, you know, even like picking a piece of lint off his shirt is very intimate. That is a very intimate gesture. Only women and men that are having a connection would do that. So if you are sitting there with a man and he has like a little piece of lint, if you reach up and just, you know, get that for him, that's a very intimate act, and it's physical connection. It's a touch. And so as you start dating, holding hands, you know, putting your hand around his shoulder or his waist, and seeking his hand out. If he's not really affectionate, then you can be affectionate, right? I love affectionate. My husband, you know what I love that he does to me that I just love, and but he swats me on the butt quite a bit. I really like that. So it's not a hard swat, but he just gives me a little pat, you know, and I really like that. It's fun. And Michael's very affectionate, and so am I. So we have a lot of fun playing with, I have some kind of tickle thing going on here, playing and being very physical. And so don't be afraid to do that. Play with his hair. You know, when you're on a date, you've got your hand back there. Men love to have their scalp rubbed too. Oh, God, I get my fingers on my husband's scalp. He goes crazy for that. So if you're dating a man, give him a nice scalp massage. He will love that. And so physical touch is really important to create that emotional connection. Okay. And another secret is be interested in his interests. Be interested in his interests. And even if you're not interested in those things, you can certainly be interested in them because he is. That's what the interest level comes from. You're like, wow, I never really thought ice hockey was that big of a deal, but my husband loves it. And so now, you know what? I love ice hockey. It's fun. It's fun to watch. It's a little bit of a brutal sport. Sometimes I have to cover my face, but that's just me. I'm not saying you need to do what I'm doing. I'm just giving you examples, real world examples, because I think they really help you connect. So if your guy's into, you know, he's up in his head and he's an engineer, or maybe he's a nerd and he likes to do certain things that come along with that, then go for that. Go like, I really want to know all about it. Because, hey, maybe there's something there that you'll find interesting. And the fact that you show interest in what he's interested in, he starts to see you as an equation in his life. And so you start to he starts to put you together in a future scenario with him. And before you know it, who knows, you might become interested in those topics because he is. And so that'll be another way to create that emotional connection. So that was already 3 things, but I'm going to keep going because I have many more here on my list. This is a big one. Show respect and admiration. Respect, admiration, and appreciation. So ladies, it sounds like this is all about the guys, right? I'm like, Jackie, all you're saying is, you know, all about the men, but hey, face it, you want to be in a relationship, right? You want to be in a committed relationship that leads to a commitment or marriage like what I wanted. And so I'm willing to do, and I was willing to do what it takes to have what I want. And frankly, men, and we all love compliments. We all love to be appreciated and noticed and witnessed. And so start doing that, practicing that now on your date, so that when you meet a man, it's automatic. You're just automatically doing that. And so I do it about every little thing that Michael does. I can't overemphasize this enough. I'm like, thank you, baby, for the coffee. Thanks for taking out the trash this morning. Thank you for picking up more limes. Thanks for picking up dinner. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So thoughtful of you, so sweet of you. I really appreciate that you did that. That means so much. I mean, I lay it on because, first of all, it's coming from a sincere place. I really am grateful. I really do appreciate him. But it's a habit that I train myself to remember to consistently appreciate every little thing, so that I don't ever take him for granted. So just because I'm saying it in the beginning doesn't mean a year later he doesn't want to hear it. I mean, I want to stay married. The things that I'm teaching you is about getting into a relationship, but there's a high divorce rate. I want to get you in the relationship, but I also want to keep you in the relationship, right? I don't ever want you to be divorced. Very painful experience to go through. So practicing appreciation and gratitude is going to keep you in that relationship, because I consistently do it because it's a habit. But I want my husband to know how much I appreciate and love and respect him. And so I'm consistently using that tool to make sure he knows of my level of commitment for him. And then in return, what do I get? He gives so much to me. He gives to me. He thinks about what he can do for me, how he can make my life easier, and how he includes me in the decision making. And he always runs everything by me. And so it really comes back to you in tenfold. And gratitude is a very powerful force, as you know, because the more you think about, the more you bring about. So the more appreciation and gratitude you're showing for anything, you're going to get that back. So the more you do it, the more you get it back. So it's kind of like invoking the law of least effort. The more you do of what you want done, the more easier it is to receive it back tenfold. And hi, Kimberly. So another thing that is really good, and it worked really well with my relationship, is surprises. You know, as women, we're the one who likes surprises, right? We want to be surprised, and that's great. But men love it too. Men love surprises. So surprising your date, if you've been dating for a couple of weeks, I would recommend doing a little surprise. Like, yeah, I have a little surprise for you. And he's going to be like, what is it? Well, if I tell you, it's not going to be a surprise. And then it could just be something really simple. I mean, maybe you made him his favorite dish and you bring it to him, or maybe you picked up a book that he talked about, or maybe you, after dinner, you take him by, you guys go for a drive and you show him something that you think that he would really enjoy. So something that you thought out, or maybe you're getting him tickets to a sporting event that he wants to go to, or tickets to the concert. That's after you've been dating for a couple of weeks. I don't recommend giving gifts, but the surprises are always appreciated, and everybody loves a surprise because it means you put a lot of thought into doing something special for him. And that's how you continue to create an emotional connection, which leads to a commitment. And this last tip I want to share with you is really an important one, and as important as they all are. But this one is not, I'll start off with giving him his freedom. I'm going to take away the word not. So making sure he knows that he has plenty of freedom. Here's the thing. People get really freaked out when they get into a committed relationship. They start to go, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have any freedom. But guess what? The opposite is true. I have so much more freedom being in a committed relationship, being married, because I don't have to worry about dating anymore. And that's a very time-consuming, endeavor. As you know, if you're watching this, I don't have to go online. I don't have to spend my time, organizing who I spoke to and being on my phone all the time. So I actually have more freedom. Also, I have the security of the commitment that we made together, and not talking about financial. I'm talking about that security based on the highest form of integrity, of honesty and truth that we made to each other, that we are going to be there for each other. And I can relax into that. So when I can relax into that, Michael has all the freedom he wants. I give him, it's not up to me to give or take it away. He's a free person. Getting married doesn't limit you and make you have to do a certain thing Not if you set it up right in the beginning. So I was very clear from the very beginning. I was saying things like, go with your friends. I think that would be great. You should go. You should do it. Even I'll give you an example. One day it was Father's Day and his children were not with him. That was when he was spending more time with his children when they were younger. And so he had that day without his children. And I was thinking, I'm going to do something very nice for him. I'm going to make a brunch. So I went to the store and I got a bunch of things for lox and bagels, right? But he had a different plan. So I didn't tell him that. I was going to surprise him. And so he called me up and he said, I'm going for, 45-mile road biking ride with his best friend. And I was like, I'd already made all of this, like I had set it all up and I was going to surprise him. And I printed out a homemade Father's Day card with a picture of him and his kids on it for my printer. But I went with the flow because I'm in my feminine energy. And I was like, wow, that sounds like a great day. Inside I was really disappointed. I was. But I said, you go have a great time. That's going to be awesome. Take a picture when you guys are out. So next thing I know is I hear somebody outside my door. He's outside on his bike with his best friend. They were calling out to me. I came outside, took a picture of them together. And I wished him, good ride. And they rode off and they had a great day. And that's what he wanted to do with his day, is spend it with his friend. And I didn't take it personal. And so I went inside and I ate my lox and bagels with my kids. And so that's what I mean about freedom. I didn't even show any sign of that because he has a right to make plans and have his own life and his own interests, and I want to support those. And I guess that was plan B. And so make sure you're really relaxed in things. If he springs it on you, hey, my friends are all getting together tonight after work, I really want to go. What you should say is, go, you should go, it's going to be great. You go have a good time, I'll catch up with you later. And he feels safe knowing that you are not going to freak out and try to clamp down on his time. He's going to want to spend more time with you because you're so easygoing. So that's a really important thing for men. Men really, I think one of the biggest reasons why men resist commitment is because they sense on some level that you're going to try to monopolize their time. But what happens is if you make sure that they know that you're not going to interfere with the things they want to do, in fact, you're going to encourage it and support it, they all of a sudden are like, oh, I'd rather be with her. She's so easygoing. And then if something does come up, I can always at the last minute rearrange our schedule and I can go do something with my friends. Like tonight, for example, my husband has this monthly meeting that he does with him and his business partners, and they go have a couple of drinks and they have appetizers. They talk about business, and I'm like, great! I'm going to make plans and go do my thing. Have fun. I'll talk to you when you get home, or tomorrow. Maybe he'll get home later. I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. I want him to feel like he can do whatever he wants, as long as he comes home to me, and he does. So that's the point, right? So I think that covers it. I've covered quite a bit, and I'm just wondering if any of you ladies have any questions. Yeah, you're welcome, Della. Thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you so much, ladies. I want to also share with you that I just opened the doors last week to my annual Engaged at Any Age program. It's a 9-month private / group coaching program. It's the only way that you're going to get to work with me this year. I just do one a year, and I've already enrolled many, many women into it, so I have a limited amount of seats. If you're interested in working with me and attracting your soulmate this year, and the program used to be a year, but I changed it to 9 months because I'm getting women to the finish line in 9 months or less, because I have this formula that works. And what you need is the structure. You need the container to hold that space. You need the support. You need the accountability. And really what's really important is you need the environment. The environment is where you can grow and foster change. If you don't have the right environment, if you're not surrounding yourself by the right people who have the right strategies that can teach you the skills that you need, that not only get you into a relationship, but keep you happily married ever after, you can get into a relationship, but you're not going to stay in it. So it is an investment, ladies, but either way you're going to pay. You're going to pay if you stay single another month, or you're going to have to pay to invest in yourself so you can scale up in these areas and become as wise as I am, because I'm teaching you exactly. You're complimenting me here, saying lovely things, and I appreciate it, but I want that for you. I want you to outgrow me. I want you to become have these skills so you can apply them in your life so that you can see that ripple effect that affects your children, your friendships, all of your relationships. And your life is going to expand in so many ways. It's just not one thing that happens when you get engaged or get in a committed relationship. It affects your social circles. You get new friends, friends of your husband's or your partners. They become your best friends. You get new friends. You get your social life takes off in a different way because now you have someone to go to all these events that you've been wanting to go to, or maybe you don't want to go to events, but you have someone to do things with, somebody to witness your life, somebody to have your back. And you'll have their back. You're also going to have combined resources. So now your resources now are they're more enhanced. Also, when you're in love and you have love in your life, you have so much abundance. So much abundance can come to you. If you invest in yourself, you get that back so quickly. I mean, I just look at where I was 7 years ago and where I am today. I mean, the growth has been exponential. Every year, I just double and double and double my business. And my husband, too. We're both like booming. And people say, Dad, there's just something about you. We have so much love. We're just still so in love. And everything, all these pillars that I'm explaining to you are enhanced in every area in my life. My home, my social, my family has, been enlarged with his family. The traveling, the combined resources, it's incredible. And so it's the best investment you'll ever make is the investment you make in yourself. So make sure you do that because, like I said, either way, you're going to pay. I'll drop the link in the box below that you can take a look at the details, and then you have an opportunity to book in a call so we can go over the program with you and see if it's something you want to move forward on or not. Okay? So I hope you take a look at that sales page and check it out. And I will see you all here on the group. If you have any questions, make sure you always post them here and I'll answer them. And then we'll connect in my emails. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode. I have one coming out every Monday, and I think I'm producing so many right now. I think I'm going to move it up to 2 a week to help move you forward because I'm getting such great feedback about how those videos are really helping you. So thank you, ladies, for being here. And I'm just sending you so much love. Bye. Looking for my cursor to end the broadcast. Okay, bye.